Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of December the 15th, 2025. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, we're starting the lobby bar here on a somber note. It's just I think late last night or something. I just saw the news this morning, but Rob Reiner and his wife have lost their lives. Police are still looking into it, so I don't want to speculate on kind of anything that has happened. But Rob Reiner has been a big deal here on the podcast. We actually started with Rob Reiner film way back in our seventh episode. We did The Princess Bride, and then over the course of the first year, we did The Princess Bride. We did When Harry Met Sally. We did Stand by Me, and that was just in our first year. So, I mean, I think you could take it that Rob Reiner, we're big fans of his work. So, rest in peace, Rob Reiner, and everyone affected, all of his family and things like that. Did you just see the news this morning, Michaela?
Yes, I woke up to Carrie Elwes posting a picture of an empty director's chair with his name on it, and I was like, "What has happened?" And it's so shocking because we just saw um, the latest movie that he made, which was the sequel to
Yeah, we covered this Spinal Tap, and then we
Spinal
covered
Tap
Spinal Tap
2.
2. The End Continues
The
there on
end
our
continues.
Patreon. So yeah, so that was just very recently. Actually,
Yeah.
we saw that, and yeah, obviously has the prolific career there as the director, Oscar nominated for Best Picture for A Few Good Men. But I mean, that doesn't even like tap into the fact that he also has like 90 acting credits to his name. Most recently was in I think like half of the episodes of this most recent season of The Bear. So, yeah, huge loss. I think it probably is stricken a lot of people,
Yeah.
pretty poorly. So,
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that once you start really reminiscing and like ruminating on like the impact of a person's life, it's just gonna, get bigger and bigger, especially in the arts in general. I mean, the whole idea that can a girl and a boy really be friends or a man and a woman be friends? Like that entire idea, which is crafted, I don't know, about a million different movies out there, was first like really created from Rob Reiner's own experiences, right? Like just such a shame. So sad because he was only 67. There was undoubtedly countless other projects that he would have done, could have done, should have done. And so it's just heartbreaking. Yeah, we're not going to be able to pay enough homage that is due for sure, but my heart is pretty broken about it. It's really sad. One of my favorite movies that we've not covered, he was an actor in, and he plays a director, producer who's talking to someone and he's just totally into it and he's awful and it's so good. Like he was just such a talent in and of himself, and then the way that he created stories was just epic. Truly an epic talent that we're gonna miss for sure.
yeah, absolutely, 100%. So yeah, so our thoughts are going out to everyone, in Rob Reiner and his wife, family, friends, and like I said, everyone that's just going to be impacted through this and the ripples, coming all the way here to Drink the Movies for sure. And I thought to honor Rob Reiner, what we should do is we should mix up the cocktail that we made in the very first Rob Reiner film that we covered, Princess Bride. This was way back. This was the seventh episode, Michaela. And I have to say, I was looking up when I saw the news, and I was like, we should do one of the cocktails that we did for a Rob Reiner film. And this was the first one, the Princess Bride cocktail. I was immediately taken back because I think it was in this one, episode seven. I was like, man, we could make some really fun cocktails because this one is delicious.
This one is delicious. It's called the Miracle Pill. This was maybe one of the first times I ever used an egg white in a cocktail myself. True story. Every beginning starts somewhere, and this was it for us. This was maybe my favorite cocktail of the first year, and we talk about that when we do our year in review, right? I was like,
Hmm.
this cocktail was amazing, and so it is so befitting that we talk about it again, albeit for in homage of Rob Reiner and his passing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a shaker tin. I don't actually think we did a dry shake here, did we?
We did, yeah,
Did
absolutely.
we?
Here, you can go to the website drinkthemovies.com for pictures of the one that we originally made for the episode here, which is fun. We had not honed our picture taking, but that's really nice because it has all the ingredients laid out there
Oh yeah.
like so. But yeah, this introduces us to the world of the dry shake too, which is important if you're going to be using an egg white and things. So into a shaker tin, no ice yet. Put a half ounce of amaretto, a half an ounce of Benedictine, 1 ounce of bourbon, 2.5 ounces of cold brew coffee, and then your egg white. Go ahead and give that a pretty vigorous shake. You're talking like 20 seconds, right? You want to get that really frothy, and then open that carefully. Add some ice and then shake it again. You can strain it into your cup. Now, what really sets this off, because what you just poured into your cup is delicious, but if you grate on some dark chocolate shavings onto the top, it's going to be next level.
Gonna
Promise.
be chocolate makes it go down easy. A bite, right?
As you wish.
As you
Someone will say
wish.
if you give this to someone, they will say as you wish. I'm pretty
They
sure.
will. Pretty sure. It was so delicious. Gosh, I'm gonna go make one. I'm gonna go make one right now. Like right after we record this, I'm gonna go make one because it was so good and it was such a beautiful beginning to something that was so inspiring to us. So that's so cool.
Absolutely, and I think that this cocktail also just works perfectly this time of year because it's rich but also complex at the same time. It's perfect on a cold winter's day too. So that is the Miracle Pill. Go to drinkthemovies.com for more information on that cocktail. Let's talk about the box office here. Nothing really that exciting to talk about. We have Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, Wicked for Good, and Now You See Me, Now You Don't, hanging out there in the top five. There's also a film called Durandar, which is this like Indian like crime epic. It's like 3.5 hours long, but it made a truckload of money. It's actually getting really good reviews. So I don't know if you have 3.5 hours, you can go check out Durandar. It's probably pretty good, probably pretty good. But if you don't have that much time, you're gonna have to go see some movies because we got some pretty big ones coming out here this week, and then obviously the Christmas holiday coming next week. I think this weekend's going to be pretty big at the box office, and then next weekend, of course, I know is a big like movie going like traditional day for people to go with like family or friends or something, either on like Christmas Day itself or maybe like the day after Christmas. I know a lot of people do that. Some of the relatives I have in my own family go and do like a movie night. It's like her and her mother and sisters and things go and see a movie like every year on
Yeah.
either I think it's like Christmas Day or the day after Christmas. Have you ever done that? Have you ever been to the movie theater
Oh
come
yeah.
Christmas Day?
Yeah, so a guy I dated in my early 20s had a huge family, and when I would go to his house for Christmas, there would be kids everywhere. And so they were trying to cook, they were trying to like the adults were trying to adult a little bit on Christmas. And so me and this guy would take it upon ourselves to take
Is
all of the cousins
is
to
a
a movie.
survival
And
tactic,
so
less so
yeah,
than a
and
movie experience.
well, and I was trying to ingratiate myself to the matriarch of the family, and it was like, I'm so great, aren't I wonderful? I'm taking 87 of these brethren brats to see. I don't know what we saw. I do remember one Christmas day, we took it upon ourselves to go see the very first Lord of the Rings film. That was a mistake. We went with a bunch of other adults, but the 4-year-old kid was not ready to see the giant war at the beginning with Sauron, like getting his fingers cut off. I remember
Mm.
that. That happened on Christmas Day. Sean, little Sean, wherever you are, I'm so sorry. This poor kid is like traumatized for life, and it's all because of us and Christmas Day. Yeah. So I used to go to the movies quite a bit on Christmas Day. I'm not so much anymore because I'm the one doing the cooking. Like I'm trying to cook, and but somebody wants to take my kid to a movie so I can have 2 hours all to myself. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't know. Christmas Day seems like a really good time to go see movies, but it's also like a time that I don't know. I mean, maybe you're having a lot of family, so maybe you're just like, I just need time away. Did you do this? Did you grow up going to movies on Christmas?
No, absolutely not. I got in the habit of going to see Star Wars because the last three Star Wars films released, kind of in that in the same kind of Christmas window. So I got
Mhm.
in the habit of seeing something like that week, but by and large, no, not really my jam. But this year, I don't know, I might have to because there's some things coming out we definitely need to see. Of course, we've got Avatar. Fire and Ash that is coming out this weekend here, so you can go ahead and check that one out. The next, I think it's kind of like the final piece of this chapter here with Jake Sully and that story here from James Cameron. We have that coming out. We have Marty Supreme, which is getting basically all of the Oscar buzz, so we'll have to watch that here at some point. Then we also have The Housemaid is coming out that stars Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. It is a an adaptation of the book, which I was reading about, and is apparently like the most popular book of all time, or something like that. Like it was on the Amazon bestseller list for 83 weeks in a row, and it spent like 60 weeks in a row on the New York Times bestseller list, which is pretty good for that book. I don't know too much about this movie. It seems a little long. It's clocking in at 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, something like that. 2 hours and 11 minutes here, which seems kind of long for something like this. Kind of this,
Hmm.
I don't know, like I don't know, psychological thriller, erotic thriller kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't know. It seems a little bit long to me. All these are long, Michaela. Too long for Christmas Day for sure.
Yeah. Well, I will say Durundar looks amazing.
That looks pretty good. That looks
I'm
pretty
not
good.
I'm not hip to all the Bollywood stuff, right? I always feel like I'm like 10 steps behind what's happening in all of the Indian cinema, although I'm really proud of our theater. Our local theater does a ton of really cool stuff
Mhm.
for that. So I think that's really cool. I will say RRR, one of the best films ever, also 3.5 hours.
Pretty long.
Uh, right. And it was so good. And it was like this, there was like there was betrayal, there was secrets, there was music, there was love. It was so neat. And so I'm really excited to see Durandar. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it into a theater to stay there for 3.5 hours, because what we did do last week, you and I, is we went and saw The Whole Bloody Affair, which was 4.5 hours, and that was about as long as I've ever been in the theater, and that was a lot. That was a lot. That
That's
was a
pretty
lot.
long. That's
So
pretty
I don't
long.
know if I don't know if I can do 3.5 hours in the theater, but I am excited about that.
There was an intermission. That was good. That was good. And then coming out on your TVs, if you watched the first season of Fallout, which I did, thought it was pretty good. Season 2 of that drops on Amazon Prime this week. Last week on the podcast, we talked about Spirited. That was really fun. Chat about a really fun little musical Christmas adventure there in the Christmas Carol lineage. So you've got that to look forward to. And this week coming up, we have Batman Returns. Of course, the Christmas classic right there. Batman, Catwoman, Penguin. The whole crew is going to be there. We're going to be talking about that and mixing up a cocktail to go with it. Over on our Patreon, if you want to get some bonus stuff. We had a lot of stuff going on last week. We did our hangouts and we also did our video recorded episode just for patrons. We're going to be launching that here come the new year in 2026. So you can go over to patreon.com/drinktomovies and check out ways to support the podcast and get all of that bonus stuff. So, Michaela, I think that is going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the lobby bar. We've got a busy week ahead of ourselves as we prepare for the holidays. I've got a drive coming up. You've got some travel coming up yourselves. We have presents to wrap and we have drinks to make. So let's go ahead and sign off with this one, and we'll talk to everyone next week in the lobby bar.